Hello and welcome back to Greek Speaks. This week we're talking about Hestia, the goddess that, if you ask any classics major, is the one that wasn't a terrible person. To get started off, she is the daughter of Kronos and Rhea, and that means she's the sister of Zeus, and coincidentally the only one he didn't have sex with. You just have to get used to Zeus doing everything Zeus does. She is the goddess of the home and hearth, and she represents the stability of the home and civilization. If you ask any Greek, that is extremely important, especially when you get into the later times and all the quote-unquote barbarians start coming into Greece. She is one of the three virginal goddesses. She's also along with Artemis and Athena, which is interesting because Artemis and Athena are depicted as younger, both because they are physically younger, because she's their aunt. That's what they represent. So Artemis is the representation of young girls, and Athena's interesting. We'll get to her in a couple weeks. Hestia is very matronly representation-wise, and her attributes are the veil, which was a symbol of a maternal figure and her realm of ideology, and also the branch, because she's the goddess of the hearth, fire, you need wood. She is one of the three virginal goddesses, but Poseidon, her brother, and Apollo, her nephew, both propose. Which she rejects. And then after that happens, she asks Zeus if she can be a virgin. And Zeus is like, yeah, sure, whatever. Her big thing that she's conflated with is the hearth. Hestia just is the word hearth in ancient Greek. So the hearth is just a fire. It's a big circle in the middle of a room, and people gather around it and drink and all that. It's not typically used for cooking. That was done generally outside, but it is used as light and warmth. And it's an essential part of every home. You can kind of think of it as like the fireplace in a living room modern day. Like, we don't really use it for light anymore because we have electrical lights, but we use it for warmth. We don't really use it for cooking because we have a kitchen, so it's kind of like that. The city had an equivalent, but it wasn't as prevalent in ancient Greek society as it was in like later Roman times, stuff like that, which we will get to. That is called the Prytany building, was the fire was held in. One of her big rituals, she didn't have many because, again, she's very contained to the home, and she's more of a personal goddess, something called the Amphidromia. I'm probably butchering that. And that is when a new father runs around with the baby, runs around the hearth, and then like puts it near the fire, and it's a representation of like Hestia's like stability and ensuring the child is legitimate, because that was important in ancient Greek because property rights. She's more important in Rome. Like, she doesn't not have an important role in ancient Greece, but it's more prevalent in Rome considering how focused on the city Rome was. She has her own temple, and it houses the Vestal Virgins, which are these, I think it's like 7 virgins, and they keep track of the fire, and because if the fire goes out, the city dies. That's the idea. They kind of serve the same role as she did in ancient Greece, but she becomes more of a city god and affiliated with the heart of the city. Yeah, she's cool. If you ask any classics nerd or major, she's the one goddess that like sticks to her own business and is just like the cool aunt supplying cookies and punch and encouragement. It's great. I love her. So on a administration note, we have gone through all 6 of the older Olympians, so Zeus and his siblings. So now we get to start into Zeus's children. And those are Athena, Artemis, Apollo, Dionysus, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus, and Hermes. So if you want to vote for who you want me to talk about next week, we can do that. Just put it down in the comments. I'll see who's the most prevalent. If not, I will just do them in the order that I like them. Which, once you get down to who I am on border with, or like on the fence with, it gets very dicey. But I will rank them if nobody says, oh, I want you to do this person. We'll just do it in the order that I like them. So, that is episode 8. Yeah, 8. As always, if you want me to look at a specific myth, leave it down in the comments as well. And we have the Instagram at GreekSpeaks. Have a good week.